So before Avatar Legends, they had Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl 1 and 2. And I've been thinking about it, right? Look at this. They have Avatar as like this. It's like it's tying with SpongeBob, I think, right? And one, SpongeBob, Patrick, Sandy. You have Aang, Toph, and Korra. And then those are they're tying as the second most with fucking SpongeBob, bro. SpongeBob is crazy, but they have that's because it's supposed to show you how crazy Avatar is. People they know they love Avatar. People love Avatar, right? And then go to the second game. They have SpongeBob, Patrick, and Squidward. How to remove Sandy for this one, and they have Aang, Korra, and Azula. How to remove Toph. But they had added two more characters. They have Zuko and Iroh, and they have one more. So it's they added Mr. Krabs and Plankton. So once again, I think it's still tying. Put everything together. I think let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 versus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So they if you put them all together, they still tie. They still tie at the end, which is crazy. Tying was so like the only other thing I would think could get something like Avatar Legends for Nickelodeon, I guess, with what they're going with, would be SpongeBob. That's just based on like um All Star Battle, All Star Bras, and all something. All Star based on All Star Brawl. That's what I would think because that's kind of what they went afterwards, right? After it was done, I don't know if it worked out how they wanted it to work out. One definitely worked out enough for to get a second game, and they're like, wait, we know people love Avatar. We keep putting Avatar inside this stuff, so Avatar just gets its own game where it gets its own like fighter to do whatever it wants. Only other thing I would think based on just this, I guess something like that would be SpongeBob, but Avatar was a good choice for it. That's what I'm thinking. Like, wait, if it's like this for Avatar, how would this be for Cartoon Network? Because Cartoon Network also got Multiverses, but Multiverses didn't work out as well as as All-Star Brawl did at the end of the day. That's kind of tough. Like the game's not even you can't even play online anymore. You have to use a mod, like one of the mods that are out if you want to keep playing with people. But it's kind of the same thing I was talking about before with Multiverses. Based on how much characters, like for DC, of course, it's like DC is a bunch of different series tied together. So you got Batman, I forget his name. uh, you have Wonder Woman somewhere. You have Superman somewhere. You have Joker. Shazam is somewhere. Where's Shazam? Bro, I'm blind, but where's Shazam go? Shazam's on this list. This is actually the full list. As there's Superman, they have Raven. They have she's from I forget her name too. Bro, this is actually the full list. I think we're actually missing characters, bro. Because there's no way. Where's Shazam at? Because I know this is not. Or did they not have Shazam? They only have. It's a Black Adam? Yeah, I don't think. Maybe they didn't have Shazam. Never mind. Maybe Shazam is in this guy. I forgot, bro. I was looking for him. I don't think he's actually in the game, bro. That's actually tough. But that's Black Adam, I think. Black Adam, Batman, Superman. Um, where's Wonder Woman then? Where's Wonder Woman? I'm getting off topic. Wonder Woman's right there, bro. I'm getting off topic, but see, of course, you get something like Injustice. Doesn't really matter. It's not gonna be the same thing because DC's kind of like its own combination of stuff brought together, anyways. So I was thinking with how much, like, because remember I was saying before, this is the two ways they could have went with it if they wanted to like make something based on how much they had characters from before. I was thinking something like, oh, maybe they should make something for Adventure Time because I think Adventure Time is like the next thing up when it comes to the amount of characters they added. They added the Banana Guard, Jake, of course, Finn, Marceline. They had and also the four they added, which is pretty crazy considering like what they have going on. Right, they have stuff like, of course, Looney Tunes, right? Bugs, Loba, but and they have the Tasmanian Devil. They have Marvin, right? And of course something like Looney Tunes will have a bunch of characters. The next winning out. Maybe I should start on Looney Tunes, man. I forgot Looney Tunes characters, man. And also, you can call LeBron James. LeBron James is technically in the Looney Tunes fit, so that's a bunch of Looney Tunes character. What would a Looney Tunes fighting game even look like? That's kind of crazy. I didn't even think about that before making a video, bro. I don't know, bro. They definitely have their own unique stuff going for them. But I feel like something like Adventure Time will have more like because they kind of do doing anything in Looney Tunes. Would that make that more fun that they're doing anything? Would that make it less fun? I don't know. I still wanted to talk about Adventure Time. I'm getting so off topic in this video, bro. I was trying to talk about Adventure Time to kind of like slide it over to, but I started talking about a bunch of other stuff. Right? Let me go to the next slide. Let's go to the next slide, right? So Adventure Time fighting game. They have so many characters with stuff like, oh, you can use Jake stretching. Finn has a bunch of different weapons he fights with. Like we see it from Multiverses, a lot of stuff you can do with the weapons, how he fights. You have Marceline, vampires. It's pretty easy. She can fly. Super strength. She can transform. Princess Bubblegum. She has gadgets. So many different weapons she fights with. Ice King, Ice Wizard, flies, ice powers. Flame Princess, fire powers. It's pretty. So a lot of easy stuff. You have the ops, bro. The enemies in Adventure Time are actually really cool. I would think the Lich, it would be so awesome to see him fighting. He's such a dude. The voice actor for the Lich is so cool, man. They have the Lich. The Lich can really do so many things. We can have him in different costumes, maybe in the Billy skin, and his evil wizard powers, his destruction. Amazing voice actor. I'd love to see the Lich in a fighting game like that, right? And they have Marceline's dad, Hudson Avenir, vampire, or I don't have a vampire, right? He's just a demon. He's basically basically the king of hell, right? With the Nightosphere stuff, he sucks souls out of people's body. Pause. Super strength transforms. He's like Marceline, but I love how kind of like kind of nice he looks sometimes, but he really is like a terrible person. Of course, he's a demon, bro. You have a Vampire King. I think the Vampire King will be. He's like one of those characters that would probably be DLC. I don't think it'd be in base roster. Maybe could get the Lich in base, but nah. The Lich is one of those cool characters. He would be so cool to see. Like, he's DLC #1. That would be fire. Or the last DLC of the season. That shit would be amazing. You have the Lich. You have Fern. I put him in the kind of villain list, right? I think because Fern fights differently from Finn. He has like grass on him. It's just Finn with evil curse. But I was kind of thinking Finn. Maybe they can make Fiona a skin, but Fiona also fights differently a little bit, even though she's Finn, but a girl. And that's kind of the same thing for a lot of the Fiona and Kate characters. But you can either make them skins, or you could do like a kind of like a clone character. I think it would work pretty well for like, oh, we want to make another character, but we don't have really enough resources for it. Kind of like change some stuff up from something like Finn and Jake, and from Fiona and Kate. Maybe you have them fight slightly differently, have slightly different things they do, because they don't do everything the same, of course. I think they could have something like that going on. It's something like Grand Blue Fantasy. This happens in a lot of series, right? Grand Blue Fantasy versus they have Gran and Digita. They have this happens a lot. Like Smash, they have Fox and Falco. The characters who's slightly different, but they're literally just fighting the same, right? They have a lot of same stuff going on, but they're fighting differently. I put the entire wizard group in here because the wizards are just, they can really do anything. That's just the deal about wizard. I forgot Huntress is here. I was gonna talk about Huntress because she's in like in the corner here, but you know, I know that there's a frog guy. There's somebody. We have Finn. Where's Jake? Where's Finn? I don't know. It's a cool looking title card, right? I don't know. I know he isn't in this. He's in here, but Magic Man would be such a funny character with how messed up his magic works before he became normal man. There's so many different choices for wizards that could like just have insane movesets. They have I was talking about the frog guy. maybe you can make this a costume for Jake. I love how easily they blend in. I think that's Finn, and that's Finn right over there. I love how easily they blend in. Jake, Princess Bubblegum, they all blend in pretty well. So many stuff I can do with the wizards. That'd make for a really interesting moveset for there's so many characters in Adventure Time I think would make for cool characters. Even like another wizard, Peppermint Butler. I would on the doc if I was in like early seasons, I would have thought he would be like moving like the way he is, a demon, man. This guy evil. Like easily could be a character in the game. Even put maybe Lumpy Space Princess as like a little joke character. I think Ice King could be a joke character, but he has too much going on with his ice powers. Like there's too much stuff that his ice can do. Snow, ice, can fly. Light. It's like I love the way his ice works, like lightning ice, where he just like zaps you with it. And it's like too much going on for him to be like a normal joke character. I think Lumpy Space Princess. I don't even know how would Lumpy Space Princess fight in comparison. She doesn't really have that much going on in comparison to like all the other fighters. Prismo's here. Would Prismo be in the game flat character? No, probably not. But that would, like once again, he kind of fits in with like the wizards, even though he isn't a wizard. Prismo can really do anything. If he was a character, he'd be interesting. But I don't know. He's always like flat on the floor. I don't know if then like go on to make him like a character who's like kind of standing up, like someone like Fern moving around. I don't know. It'll be kind of weird to see since he's kind of like a shadow. And I love the Ice Queen design, but if they have Ice King, there's really unless it's a skin. I don't know how else it's gonna be in the game because I don't think you can get it in over Simon. That's like it's too crazy, bruh. But this is not even close to all the characters. It's 10 seasons plus. This is way more than 10 seasons based on the spin-offs, Fiona and Cake, all the other stuff that happens too. There's more than 10 seasons going on. At least I don't think it's counting Fiona and Cake with this, but there's so many characters you can easily make movesets for. I think like if going on the same thing from Avatar Legends, this could easily be Cartoon Network's little Dane if they wanted to make it, but I don't think Cartoon Network really isn't moving the same way that I think like Nickelodeon is with their stuff. I guess, but at the end of the day, for Avatar Legends, I think just Avatar got really lucky with the game. I said this before because it could have really been anything based on how bad like the last game was, but it ended up being like a really well put together game where you can tell the team loves Avatar, loves cool things sprinkled in. I didn't expect Kyoshi, and then I had her girlfriend in it too. That's actually really cool, like for a support character. So a lot of love put into it. If Adventure Time could get like something like that, where they have a lot of love put into it, there's so much. For 10 seasons, there's too much going on that can easily make like a whole roster go season to season to seasons and not get boring. Like there's too much stuff going on. I could have put so much stuff into this slide, but I want to chill out and just talk about some stuff. I already got off track with the start of the video, but there's so much stuff going on. We could have all these characters and also have all the different variations from Fiona and Cake. Just have them fight differently. There's so many different things they do. Like it'd be cool to see if they did something like that. I think other than that, for Cartoon Network, maybe I would say something like regular show. Maybe I don't know what else they could really do. But like it's based. I guess I'm more based on multiverses than that. That's actually I think that would make the most sense for them to go in for something like that. But I just hope Cartoon Network falls on Nickelodeon's foot and just makes a fighting at least one of their series. There's like a lot of cool things they could go with. Right? Even something like Steven Universe have a lot of characters people would want to see in a fighting game. Like, or just make different games for the series. They don't have to be like a crossover. It could easily keep making like smaller games. I love seeing fighting games. I just love when it happens. So that's why I'm talking about it like that. That's how I was gonna be talking about.
Mention Fortnite. I like Fortnite. It's nighttime. I mean, it's 5 o'clock. That's basically nighttime. Now remember Cartoon Network Adventure Time.